and he won a couple games and ended up being a 5th seed and got the playoffs. And the rest is history. So you never know. You never know. Dane, final thoughts? Words of wisdom you'd like to pass on to those other 16 people out there? It's been a good year so far.
Yeah, I mean, I still think there are strategic players out there to get. There's still going to be, I mean, the NFL this year, injuries, typically, even in the NFL and in fantasy, injuries rule.
Sure.
And dictate teams' success or failure.
Yep.
You know, the Tom Brady's, just all the players. Reggie Bush is going down.
Yeah. All the Denver running backs going down.
All the Denver running backs.
Everyone.
But there are still going to be, and I haven't seen how he's done, because I did pick up that Donnie Avery.
He's done well. He's done very well.
But I don't think so much this week.
Yeah, I don't. Well, they're down 40-3 last time I saw. So.
But I still think I think I'm done though, barring injury. I think I'm done. Other than I will probably still strategically play the defensive team market based on matchups.
Gotcha. And you might have to make a move with Ryan Turan. Sounds like he's out for the year.
I'll drop him, but I don't know who I would pick up, and right now I don't need him.
Peyton Hillis is out there.
I might let.
I picked up Peyton
Hillis.
Hillis. So
maybe I'll get Edgerrin James again once Top Dog drops him.
and you guaranteed victory against the Top Dog week 12. We do have that on record.
Done. That's
so
guaranteed.
That's going to be a guaranteed win.
Oh, you know, a good pickup. I think the new Hightower is J.J. Arrington, and he's a free agent, I believe.
J.J. Arrington is out there.
So I'll go get J.J. Arrington and drop Ryan Turan.
Gotcha.
Oh. So just watch that.
Sure. Any other names you'd like to throw out there? I can't think of anybody off there.
No, I can't.
Joe Montana's available.
Yeah. Well, I saw Mark picked up Daniel Graham. Once I do see a lot of people following behind me.
Does that make you laugh?
It's actually kind of a what's a compliment. I take it as a compliment. So Dane had him. He must be good. I'll get him too.
Hey, how much time do you spend a week on the site?
Quite a bit.
Roughly.
I'm on at least every day.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are. If you look, do you have that activity thing on your website? You can put it on there.
No.
You need to put it on there. It's pretty cool. But you can see anybody who's logged in.
Oh no, you have to show me how to do that.
Yeah, I will.
And it's so every day I'm on there, and I'd say with fantasy football, I'm in 2 leagues, and I'm in the last man standing league.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked the Dolphins. The Dolphins need to beat Seattle today. But I spend an inappropriate amount of time researching, looking, forecasting. It's a little geekish. And
I think it's addicting.
It is addicting, and I'm very competitive. I don't like to lose.
Yeah.
So I do see this as, of course, there's luck, but there's also a lot of strategy and a lot of, like I said, forecasting. So I'm looking at this Lee Evans going forward. It's going to be a strategic move.
Well, I put it a little bit as looking at players. It kind of like the stock market. Whose stock is going up, whose stock is going down. Like your Ryan Turan pickup, I was actually looking at that the week before, and I know he got hurt, but I thought that was, and then he was named the starter. I'm like, wow, that was a good pickup. I should have got him the week before. So, you know, you kind of look at these players as stocks going up and down and stuff. And as far as geekish is concerned, you know, I'll listen to like sportscasters or, you know, some people don't like fantasy football at all. You know, these NFL players, oh, it's geekish. But, you know, I'm watching the Houston Texans play Baltimore today, which I would have never watched. You know, all of a sudden I bought the NFL package. I can watch all these games. So these NFL guys who are out there saying, oh, it's geekish that these people are... I know more players today than I did when I was just a single 49ers fan rooting for my 49er players. So,
you know, the other interesting thing about this league is that it is a keeper league. So there's also some strategy in like, well, maybe I do not let Ryan Turan go. Is he someone that... I probably wouldn't keep him next year. He hasn't proven himself yet. But those are the interesting things. You know, well, Westbrook, next year, is he getting too old? Do I not keep him?
Or if he gets hurt late. Injured reserves went out 2 weeks ago and picked up Tom Brady.
Yeah, see,
he must be looking at next year.
Exactly.
And, you know,
so there's some strategy about
and I was waiting to see who is going to take Tom Brady. But you got to carry him on. With our league, I mean, there's 17 teams in such a small, only 13 slots, plus the injured reserve slot. It's tough. You know, you got to juggle your lineup. And I do it on purpose. And, you know, Les is one of those people out there saying, no, you got to contract some of these teams. Like, no, got to go out and do your homework a little bit.
Yeah.
If you're going to stay competitive.
That's right.
So.
And I'm waiting. It'll be interesting to see because it hasn't happened yet in our league. Maybe this is the first year where I could, as an incentive to another player, offer a draft pick for a player.
Yeah.
It hasn't yet happened.
I know that
So I'm waiting
it is
to
now
see-
available, and there's been a couple trades where draft picks have been introduced. Mark did one, I did one. They were
Oh.
both denied, but yeah, you can get draft picks, and I'm surprised that no one's kind of thrown that in there as a little addition. You know what? I'm going to move up, and how that works. I'm glad you brought that up real quick. Is if you trade a draft pick, you have to trade a draft pick back. So let's say you want someone's 5th round draft pick, you got to offer them your 13th round draft pick because when you draft, you're not going to be able to have 14, 15 players. And I would go through that if somebody does do a draft pick. I could help them through that or whatever. But yeah. Why not? I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. I'm a little bit surprised too. A lot of trades this year, though.
I'd be open to. There have got to be teams out there that need a solid tight end.
And you got Scheffler, you got Gonzalez.
I got Scheffler, I got Gonzalez. So I would say, since I can take this opportunity out to the masses, I'm open. Come offer me if you need a tight end. Look at him. Tony Scheffler's back. Did you see him play against Cleveland? Hurt. First play of the game, 40-some-odd yard pass.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
He is looking good.
Are we running out of time?
We are running out of time, and I promised myself I only gave you us like 35 minutes because last
That's
time
right.
you were on here for like an hour and a half.
I like to watch myself.
Okay, gotcha. Dane,
Yes.
we appreciate you coming in today.
Yes.
The Ass Man. This is all about Dane. We made all this stuff especially for Dane today. So, and good luck the rest of the year. Like I said,
lunch.
you're gonna buy me lunch. Dane's gonna buy me lunch. Fantastic. So we have to go and. Oh,
Lunch. Like, I'm hungry.
Oh.
Like food.
Oh, you want to get some food?
Maybe another Dr. Pepper.
Okay, we can see what we can do about that.
So week 12 guarantee. Outside of a miracle, I think I'm going to win the whole thing. This is my year. I'm just too strong. Maverick is close, but I think I'm just going to fall through. Looking at the competition coming down the week.
Very true.
Towards the end of the season.
But like you said, you never know what happens.
It could be the Rocks.
No.
If it's not me, I want it to be the Rocks.
Oh, look at you. Always throwing out a little love to Mark there. All right, sounds good.
All right.
Thanks.
Yep.
I don't get to keep this.
No, I got to take this home.
Oh, but I wanted this out in front of my house. Muscles that you showed.
All right, I got to call the wife now.
Of course you do. Surprised you didn't have to call in the middle of the telecast.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's good. Let's see how long that. 31 minutes, not too bad.
Now when will that be up so I can...